What's good, guys and girls? Your boy oO5 Dynasty. Just waking up to another beautiful day on this earth, right? So, gotta get ready to get the kids out the house for school, and I gotta go to work. Gonna be another busy day, right? Busy day doing stuff that, well, some stuff that I don't really want to do. You know what I'm saying? I wanna stay home and work on music and graphic design and things of that nature that I really enjoy. But we gotta go and do all this other crazy stuff. So I guess I was just scrolling YouTube and I was just thinking about stuff, right? I was thinking about the truth, like always telling the truth, telling the truth about like things that you see or hear or understand. And I just come to the straight up realization like, yo, people don't want to hear the truth, man. Like at all. They like it's like once you tell the truth, they want to assassinate you. They want to literally like wipe you off of this earth. Like I got a little story to tell, man. Like this is a couple years back at work, right? Not recent. Recent, everything's been peachy. But a couple years ago, I'm telling you, man, I had this boss, right? This guy, man, I'm telling you, he does not belong in a leadership position. But you know how society works, man. It's who you like. It's like who you like. You're gonna put in a position. Who's like the same like culture as yours. You're gonna get or the same race. People get bumped up into these positions, right? And they're not real leaders. They never been leaders. They don't know how to lead. They know how to talk probably. So some people got the gift of the gab. They know how to talk professionally. They dress the part. So they get pushed up, right? And of course, people in higher positions, like I said, either friends, family, or the same race or culture will push these people up. So I come from the bottom, like the bottom, like grinding, working at gas stations, working, for my grandmas. Just running door to door, handing out flyers and things of that nature. I'm talking about working at like West Indian restaurants at checkout, like, just bringing people up, you know. Like I come from the bottom, man. Like I was homeless twice in my life, eating out of trash cans. You know what I'm saying? Like from the bottom. Like so, I know what it is to struggle. And I know what it is to work hard, to grind, to build yourself back up from literally nothing at all. So when I get into these workplaces, I work hard and I grind as if I'm still at the bottom. So I get into this job, and this guy, man, he wasn't doing things right. He wasn't, man. And I would bring it to his assistant staff, and I'm like, hey, this is not right in the department. This is not right. This is not right in the job. They're okay, we're gonna fix it. Little time goes by, it is not fixed. Then instead of bringing it to them, I go up the ladder, the chain of command, right? Bring it to him. A little while, okay, yeah, we'll look into it. Time goes by, it doesn't get fixed. Actually gets worse. And the type of job that I work at, I never tell you guys, but you got to be careful what you do because there's people's lives that are at risk. Like you gotta watch the stuff that you're doing at my job because when people bring their stuff home, if they give it to children and it's not right, a whole world of trouble can happen. And I'm very cautious and conscious of that. I have kids of my own, so I'll be careful about that type of stuff. And I don't play. Like I really be like trying to make sure like people don't bring home bad stuff. Man, it got to a point with this guy, man. Like I had to go over his head and tell, people that's over his head. And he got mad, but like mad to the point where like he hated my guts, man. And I kind of found out recently like stuff that he was saying behind my back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's because oh man, it's crazy, dude. But anyway, so me telling my truth and telling the truth about stuff that's happening caused the guy to really wanted to like cause harm to me. So every little thing that he could figure out to do, he was doing it. Like he tried to like let's say if like a young lady was talking to me at work, right? I have my own young lady at the house, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about these females at work. But I like to talk to people who like to talk to me. If you want to communicate, we can communicate. Like, we could just be friends at work. Dude comes over like, you guys can't be talking on, you know what I mean? Over, like trying to play us like we little kids. And I had to put him in his place. I'm like, yo, I'm working. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Passing conversations, passing conversation. So whatever, homegirl goes walking off and she's upset. I'm like, I'm tight because I'm like, he's trying to do this little kid stuff as a grown man older than me because he didn't like the fact that I was telling the truth about stuff that he was doing. You're a leader. You're supposed to be leading, not being a little kid. 10 minutes later, I look on the other side of the floor. He's talking. Then his assistant staff, they're talking. So I go over to the leadership that's above them and say, yo, this guy that said this to me, come on the floor and see what they're doing. They're talking. So he has to come out of his office and go over to this guy and say, yo, you can't be standing here talking. You just sat here and told your team member he can't be doing that. So that he gets even more tight because I the truth is the truth. If you're gonna say it to me, you can't turn around and do it. Man, this guy was next you know he's like watching everything I do. He's watching my punches, see if I'm coming in late. And mind you, at this time I was working full time, so I had like a babysitter come. I left over an hour away from work. Sometimes my babysitter be coming late, which you get me to work late. I'm always prompt. I'm the prompt guy. I'm the guy who's always on time. I leave an hour and a half early to get to work. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm sitting out, I remember there was times the babysitter come, I'm getting tight at her. Like, I'm waiting outside. Like, yo, she comes rolling up, hey, oh, happy. I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm tight. I gotta go, man. Because I already know at the job this dude don't like me and I gotta get there. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those guys, like, I know the deal. Dude was trying to get me fired any way he could. Like, he was looking at my punches. He was trying to look at my work, but my work was always spot on, so he couldn't mess with me, man. It got to a point one time, man, I almost had to go to the car and come back in the building, you know what I'm saying? With like his demeanor and the way he was talking, like how nasty he would talk to me. We had to have a big meeting because it almost went down, man. It almost went down. All because of me telling the truth, though. Not because, not because I was lying on the guy. You understand what I'm saying? Not because I was lying about any situation at all. Every situation, I was telling 100% the truth. I had notes written down, the times and things that were happening. I had pictures. I had over like 1,000 pictures of stuff. I was taking pictures of everything. I was talking about like multiple angles. Like I'll take a picture this way, this way, this way, this way. Like, and I still got the pictures to this day. You know what I'm saying? I got the evidence, like literally evidence of what this guy was doing. That was potentially could have caused major harm to people. And by me telling my truth or telling the truth, yeah, it brought about negativity. It brought about people wanting to like, you know what I'm saying, stop me from telling my truth. You can't stop people from telling the truth, man, about what they see and how they feel. That's the utmost like craziest thing. And that's what this world like thrives on. Trying to stop people from telling the truth. Why don't you just do the right thing from the get-go? Why does somebody have to see all this bad stuff and then bring it to somebody's attention and then you don't do nothing about it and then bring it to somebody else's attention that's above you and then you want to do something about it but then you want to also retaliate against the person who brought the stuff to light? That's the most asinine, craziest thing I've ever seen and heard. But when I think about it, it's not only at my job that happened. It's on YouTube. It's on the internet. All these other websites from the past. I used to get into stuff for people on other websites from the past too. You know, it's on a daily in the streets. It's even in your own household. It's like, why not just do the right thing. I thought we were supposed to just do the right thing. I thought we were just supposed to do the right thing. If if you supposed to use a plate and put food on it, and then you know what I'm saying, and put the food on the table, you know what I'm saying, using like a utensil the correct way, well, why are you using your hand to take something out the pot, which ultimately will burn your fingers, and the food or maybe some of the sauce will fall on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like mentally, why are you skipping steps, or why are you trying to like rush, or like you know what I'm saying? Like just do shit the right way. I'm just trying to give y'all an example, like of little things, like you know, like you see somebody like eating food and they holding the fork the wrong way, and they mess up, like food flies everywhere. But why you ain't just hold the fork the right way to begin with? That's what I'm saying. Like just do things the right way, 100%, and not cut corners. Be slick about it, and then you won't have no problems. I don't understand how could somebody be a leader in a leading position, and but mess up so much and have somebody who's not even like at their level at the job. You know what I'm saying? Like a low tier regular worker see all the problems and have to bring it to your attention. That doesn't make any sense. That means that that person who's lower tier should be in your position because they're on top of the job way more than you are, and that's crazy. And that's how I am because when I came to the job, I was a manager at a different place. But I took a step back to come to a better organization. I get to a better organization, I find out that the better organization, it just has more money than the smaller corporation I was working for. You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger in that aspect. But it's not technically a better organization because it has a ton of flaws just like the other organization. It's just a bigger giant. It has more money pushing it. It's just crazy, man. Like everywhere you go, man, it's just negativity. But the negativity comes from the other person or other people, and they try to make it seem like it's you because you're telling the truth. Nah, man. Nah, that's not nice. That's not right either, man. This world got it backwards, dude. The people who tell the truth, they're doing the things the right way. It's like, how do you have a system in place? There's like all these jobs I ever worked at, even on the internet, there's systems in place, man. Systems. It is gig books, and it's written. It's written. It's like your Bible. Every job has like a Bible that you have to follow, right? So when you go in there, the leadership would use the gig book rules against you, but then when you turn around and use the gig book rules against them, oh, it's not allowed. I don't understand that. You're just a human being, just like me. Just because you're in a higher position doesn't mean that you could override the gig book. That's the same thing to be happening with the cops, like the law in the streets, man. They think they're above you because they're the law. No, they work for you. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be working to help protect you, not arrest you. You know what I'm saying? The world is crazy, man. Everybody got this shit backwards, dude. But one thing I'm not gonna let people do, man, is shut me up. I will never shut up. I'm gonna do what I do until I just roll over. That I'm just not get up anymore, or till somebody put me in my grave. Come and do it, man. Come and do it. If you want to do it, come and do it, man. Then I'll shut up. Other than that, I'm gonna keep talking, man. I'm gonna keep telling my truth. I'm not afraid, man. I'm not afraid of nobody, man. I've never been afraid of anybody. That's the reason why I get into so much shit because I'm not afraid of you guys and you girls, man. I'm just not. I don't care, man. That's not. It doesn't bother me that somebody wants to kill me, to be honest, because at the end of the day, we all got to go into the dirt. And when I'm sleeping, I feel the most comfortable anyway. When I wake up, I feel like I'm in hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like every day it's like just dealing with just nasty, evil people, man, all day long, dude. Dude, even just yesterday, I'm dealing with a customer. I wasn't even dealing with the customer. I had to bend down to put like something onto like a table, and I had kind of like blocked the walkway for literally. I ain't gonna lie to you. 10 seconds. She just comes walking over, and of course, she thinks like she runs the world. Of course, it's like, you know, a Caucasian lady, and she was like, "Excuse me." I was like, "Miss, you just see me just bend down. Can you give me a second to put this on the table?" But you'd be blocking the whole. She literally watched me just like literally bend down. She tried to make it seem like I was blocking the walkway for like 15, 20 minutes. I wasn't. There was nobody in the walkway. So that's the reason why I bent down. I thought she was walking straight. She happens to turn my way. And as soon as she turns my way, she starts immediately. So she's already being nasty and negative, man. Judgmental. And you could tell, you know what I'm saying? Like she's being, the R word. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I kept putting the box on the table because I'm not playing these games, man. You're not going to disrespect me. I don't care who you are. That could have been a grown man, 300 pounds on muscle. And I did the same thing. I'm putting my box on. I'm not scared of you, dude. Do what you're going to do. We just going to get it in. That's it. So she kept going. And I was like, really? Are we? That's what you're going to do? Really? I was supposed to like, I was scrolling. I forgot I was scrolling. We're supposed to de-escalate. You know what I'm saying? Like de-escalate. Like, oh, just be quiet. Like, don't say nothing. Like, just let people run over you at the workplace. I'm like, but I said, really? Is this what we're gonna do here, man? Is this what we're gonna do here? And she just like sucked her teeth and just stood there. And then I finished putting the box on the table. And then I stood up. She goes, thank you, thank you. And I was like, thank you, thank you. I can't, man. I can't with these places, man. Where they be like, oh, the customer's always right. Oh, bend over backwards and let them poke you. Like, I hate this shit, man. It's disgusting the way this world is, man. And people accept it. It's like everything is acceptable, man. Everything is acceptable. It's like everybody doing shit the wrong way, but they make it seem like it's the right way. It's crazy, man. But anyway, I'm going to always tell my truth. Nobody's going to put fear in my heart whatsoever. And I'm ready for whatever. To be honest with you guys, I'm always ready for whatever. And people know it. They know it. Even though they try to act like they want to take me out, all that I can say to you is just come and do it, man. Other than that, if you're not going to do that, you just go about your business, man. Because I'm going to keep doing me. It's your boy oO5 Dynasty, man. I had to let y'all know, man, know that little story. And I got plenty of other stories like that with bosses, man. Or people who think they're better than me, or people think I shouldn't be saying this or saying that. And not one person has ever shut me up, man. I'm gonna throw down for mine, man. I'm gonna throw down, dude. I am, dude. Like I just can't change who I am. I'm not gonna change who I am. I love the way that I am. Fierce, you know what I'm saying? A fierce warrior, man. It's just in my mind, it's my heart, my body, my soul. It's just what I am, dude. Like I literally don't care, man. I don't care, dude. I don't care. Anyway, I'm just scrolling, checking this stuff out. You know, about to get up for the day, though. Gotta get up, get my kids up. Oh God. Oh man. Got some new videos I'm working on, like video concepts I'm working on. So I've been taking like, you know, a small hiatus from doing like structured videos on YouTube because I was trying to figure myself out and figure what videos I want to do. I don't want to copy. I don't want to do videos like everybody else, man. I don't want to do shit like this video right here. It's like content creator style type video. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I want to do more like cinematic movie stuff, but in a certain way. You got to try to figure out your way, like some type of aura. Oh, look, that's one of my beats right there from like many years ago. That's uploaded on a different channel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to do, like, I wanted to do, like, I don't know, man. There's so many, like, thoughts that run through my head, things I want to do, but there is a style of video I have in my mind that I want to do, but I'm trying to put, like, a whole story together so that I could film it. And then when I film it, I can go in and start editing and chopping it up. But I'm always thinking like my videos are never going to be successful though, because the way I do it is not like how everybody else does their videos. Everybody else do videos that they know people are going to watch. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to do video that a type of video concept that people don't even know about, so they're not even going to search for. And if they're not going to search for it, it's going to get 0 views. But I want to see if I could make that type of content do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else is feeding for the bag. They feeding for money. They feeding to grow their channel more and more and more and more. Get millions and millions of subscribers. So everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's stealing concepts from each other. Everybody's stealing thumbnails, designs from each other. Everybody's stealing video ideas from each other. Everybody set up their room the same. Everybody purchasing the same microphones. Everybody's using the same equipment. Everybody's doing the same stuff. From channel to channel, you can see it. Everybody's doing the same stuff. Everybody doing tutorial videos because they know they get a lot of views. Everybody doing walkthrough videos because they know that gets a lot of views. Everybody doing product review videos because they know it gets a lot of views. Everybody doing stupid comedy videos because they do a lot of views. Everybody's dancing to the same dance song. Everybody do the same dance routine to the same song because they know it gets a lot of views. I know y'all seen those videos. It's like somebody would jump out the crowd and they'll do the same dance because they know the dance because the whole world's doing one dance to the same song. Like, so everybody's like, hey, yeah, because it gets a lot of views. Nobody can create their own different style anymore, become their own unique dancer and battle each other. It's just like everybody do the same dance. This world is weird, man, in this year, man. Going into 2025, I think it's going to get even scarier, man. Look at this video game Rust. When I watch this video game Rust, there's only a few content creators do their own style. Most of the people, they copy each other, man. They copy the way the videos are done. So, because they know if they do a video like this content creator, then they're going to get views. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, and then if I tell my truth about it, like this one guy, I told my truth about the stuff that he was doing. He was copying another Rust player. He copied another Rust player. I told my truth about it, and he got mad. He got tight because I told the truth. What the fuck? Like, he literally copied his thumbnails, copied the way he speaks, copied the timing of his video. Like, everything that this guy does, he literally copied his whole exact thing, and now he's getting views because one guy uploads like once a week every Saturday. So this guy was uploading a little bit faster, and people was coming over and watching his videos because they couldn't wait to watch the other guy's videos. So you basically are a clone of somebody else. You don't even have your own niche in this world. It's kind of sad to me, man. So that I tell my truth about it, he gets mad at me. Pop the junk, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, son. Oh, man. The truth will be the truth, man. No matter if you try to fight it, you get mad about it, you want to hurt the person who told the truth, it's still going to be there, man. It's nothing, you can't escape the truth, though. Once the person says it and it's in your head, it's going to be in there for life. I'm in these people's heads for life, man. I'm in these people's heads for life. They can never get me out, man. oO5, when they see oO5 Dynasty or they hear about oO5 Dynasty, a bunch of thoughts just run through their motherfucking head. I swear to God, I already know it, man. I know it. I know it, man. They're going to remember me for the rest of their lives, bro. All these people. Everybody who's ever crossed my path, they're going to remember me for the rest of their lives, man. And they ain't going to like me. None of them. None of them going to like me. I have nobody on my side. I already know it, man. I know it, man. I rode dolo on this earth, dude. I rode dolo. There's nobody on my side, man. It's just me. This your boy oO5 Dynasty. I'm going to get up out of here. And I'll see y'all later. And don't forget to Google me.